get those kits opened, and you will find a packet with some blue paper. So pull that out, and what we're going to do is we're going to create one card. We've allotted like 40 minutes for each card. So we'll put one together, and then as the time remains, you can finish the rest. And so this is the first card we'll do. It's the piece with blue. So if you take all the pieces out, I'll kind of keep this up in the corner. I just wanted to let you know the card has been pre-assembled for you. So I wanted to let you know this is the set that we used to create this card. It's Pretty Perennials. It was Dina Riku. She's from the Creativity Cave. She's a very popular Stampin' Up demonstrator, and this is her $1 million set. So cool. I love this set because I love this word, the way they did the word happy. It is happy. And so I love this set. For those of you who are in my classes, we did another card with this set previously. Just to let you know, this set is retiring. I can't believe they're not carrying it over because it's one of my favorites, but this one is not carrying over. So this is the stamp set, and it has, here's the big flower that was cut out, the medium flower, and the small flower. So they're solid stamps, so you can make them whatever color you want. And then the centers were done with Memento black ink, and this was one of the centers, and it has another small dot for the other centers. And then the saying did come from happy, the happy word paired with the birthday saying. And you can see that it has a lot of other sayings, like you make me smile, happy mail, sending lots of happy. So I love the whole combination of the word happy and those other sentiments. So, and then this is a die set. It cuts out the big flower, medium flowers, small flowers, plus a beautiful leaf, and all the small flowers and these small leaves. I did use the small leaves on this card as well as the medium flowers. I wanted to show you what this little die does, this inside die. For those of you who took one of my classes, we had made this card. So see how when you stamp it, then you can die cut another outlined flower that pairs really well with each of those flowers. And then we also die cut on this one, the centers. So it's very versatile. You can design your own flowers, and I really love this outline as well. So that's how this card was created. It was stamping and then die cutting each of those pieces. And this one came from another set. This scallop came from another set, but it's easy to make your own label with any of our punches, or even just cutting out a small rectangle by itself. So this is what I call the 4-corner technique. That means taking 4 different pieces of designer series paper and creating your own background. Now this is using the subtle 6x6 pack. Some of you might have gotten that in your packet, but this is a way you can use that paper when you want to use multiple colors and create your own background. So we'll start by putting our card together. You'll take the first piece. You have 2 pieces of white. This one is the inside sentiment, so we'll set that aside till we do the inside. So then you'll use this next size piece of paper, and you can arrange your designer series paper however you want, as long as they form a rectangle, right? So 2 of the rectangles will go kitty corner from each other, and the other 2 will fill in those spots. And then you'll just want to place them so that the edges are even, and so that the spaces between the paper look pretty even too. So it'll be like a nice little grid effect. So we'll go ahead and put that on. So one by one, just get your adhesive out and we'll put it on. Let's see. Mine is a little crooked, but I guess I can't worry about that. It's okay. It'll be handmade, right? It's all handmade. Oh, and did you notice that there's two sides to each of the papers, so you can decide which pattern you want on your you can have either this kind of little scratchy look, or you can have the polka dots. So you get to choose. It'll work with either pattern. I know it's hard to make decisions this early in the morning, isn't it? Let's see now. Oops. What about it? All right. Everybody got that done, or am I just slow? Let me see.
This is really fun for showing those different colors with the same pattern on them, but I love this idea for other designer paper too that's like complementary, you know, some flowers, some stripes, some other things. It's a really nice way to use designer paper.
Yeah, it is. So if you've got those scraps of designer paper and you need to put them to use, this is a nice card design to use those scraps for. So, okay, so then we're going to take our card base and we're going to go ahead and fold it on the score line. And we're ready to put this centerpiece on the front of your cards, you know, kind of centered. And we're going to put it on there with dimensionals. So it's going to be raised up. Hopefully you guys all got a pack of dimensionals. If you were running low, hopefully that have saved the day for you. And we'll just go ahead and put that on the front of our card with these dimensionals. I used about 5, 1 in the center and each corner. Huh, that one doesn't want to stick. Okay. All right, now I'm going to show the card just so you can see how we arrange this. So the first 2 flowers we're going to put on is our big one and our medium one, and they're both up on dimensional. So I'm going to put the first one on, and then I'm going to tuck the purple one a little bit under using a dimensional. And notice that I have it kind of near the top because we need room down here for the birthday. So it's kind of in the center, but a little bit higher than center. So for the big one, I'll just put a couple dimensionals on there. And we'll set it about here.
So Carol, when you stamped those, you did like the blue flower and then there's a center that you did in black?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's, I think maybe you mentioned there's no die for the happy. So you'd have to fussy cut that, or you have a scan and cut that can cut it as well.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I would say my happy wasn't die cut or fussy cut. I should say it was not fussy cut.
It was not. I know.
It's
I cheated.
Perfect.
I cheated a little bit.
No, not at all. That's cool.
Okay, so I'm missing my purple one. Just a second. All right, so then I'm going to put the purple one on. I'm just going to put one on it because it's going to tuck underneath the blue one. All right, and then we can put our 2 leaves. Now these I did not put up on dimensionals, but you should have 2 leaves in your packet. This is, you know, and then we can tuck them behind this first flower. You actually probably have 3 leaves. So I'm going to take the first 2 leaves and put them under the blue flower, just using my adhesive. Okay, now the tricky part is putting your happy part on. It's not really tricky. You guys are all stampers. You've done this before. So to make the happy even, I'm going to put adhesive on half half of the words, and then on the bottom half, I'm gonna put a little dimensional under the Y, because then that will allow it, because I'm gonna span over the blue flower, which is up on dimensional. So we don't want to add a dimensional under the happy. We want to add it under the Y, so that it's at the same level as your blue flower. So that's what we'll do. We'll do a little adhesive on the happy, on the HAP, and then we'll put a dimensional under the Y to keep it all at the same level as the other flowers. Does that make sense?
You bet.
All right. I don't like that happy. I'm gonna do a different one.
So when you die cut the happy, did you have to take into account the swoops for the H and the Y? Did it try to cut those out?
Okay, remember how I said I cheated?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how I cheated, okay?
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah, so I have a scan and cut machine. So, you know, that what's nice is if you don't have a die or you want to cut out something like this that doesn't have a die, you can like stamp it on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and feed it through the scan and cut, and it'll cut it for you. It'll scan it and then it'll cut your page. So, and you can tell it how much border you want around that. So anyway, so that's my backup machine when I want to cut out happy and I don't want to fussy cut it. So that is my little secret.
Just to make sure everybody knows what we mean when we say fussy cut, we're meaning taking a precision scissors or scissors with a very detailed point and just literally cutting around the outline of something in a detailed or fussy way. So Carol's talking about a machine that will do that for her if you don't happen to have a die cut, which we don't for the happy. We do for every flower and every leaf in that set, but not for the word itself.
Yes, exactly. So now we have that one other leaf. We can put it wherever you'd like. You can put it on the top of your other flowers, wherever you'd like. I think I stuck it under the blue in my example. And then now we're ready for the birthday. And I did pop that up on dimensionals as well. So with a couple dimensionals, you can put the birthday on.
Carol, was the yellow flower just put on with like Tombow?
Yes, yes, I did that one flat. Thank you, Darlene. Yes. Okay, so. All right, so hopefully your card looks something like that.
So pretty.
Very.
And then the inside white just goes in with Tombow as well.
Yeah, see, and this is what I love about the solid stamps and being able to just, and our coordinating papers and our coordinating inks, because then, you know, you can do the same thing on the inside and coordinate the inside of your card as well. So then they look like they were just made for each other. A match made in heaven, right? So, yep, just put your inside sentiment on. And if any of you have linked to the directions on this card, they are out on my website, and it lists all the supplies, where I got this inside sentiment, where I got the scallop rectangles. So when you go out to my website, all the supplies for this card, and not only the directions, but all the supplies are listed out there. So you got that in an email from Kelly and I, the link to this particular card on my website. So then you can recreate it. And Kelly and I are also offering, if you want more of these cards, we'd be glad to prepare them for you and send them. These are $3 each. And we'll gladly make more of them if you want more for your supply. So just know that this is being offered to you too, if you want more of them. And you know, the sentiment can be changed too, to one of the other ones if you want it as well.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording for this one.